Alrighty, everyone, just checking my... That's not it. Alright, let's go over here, click that. I don't know what I just clicked. Alright. Alright, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let's try not to get hit by this guy. We are at Dunkin' Donuts. It is on-site estate auction day. It's been a while since we went to one of those. Grabbed myself an iced coffee, even though it's pouring out and about 32 degrees. Let's make it a fun one. Dude, there's no light switch. Very interesting. That looks like a pain to get out. Wow, that's a legit... That's one of the very few, I guess you call that a wardrobe, that I've seen.
Hey man, the cold bed, I remember this.
This is awesome. I tried to lift this thing up with one hand. I can't even budge it. That's how heavy it is. I don't know if it's full. It seems empty. You guys remember when I found this in the trash? I found just the top piece and I thought that was a kid's wardrobe. It's not, as you see. Now I know. Definitely see it like all in one.
I'll be waking up everybody here in Catasauqua very shortly. Now again, if you would like to look at the terms and conditions for the real estate, they are in the camper. So you may sit there and read them if you'd like to. We are going to offer the garage. Actually, we're going to offer the house first, and then the garage.
Kind of funny. You can't see these, but these are brand new shirts, and they have a box of really good ones. And I hope I get it, but it's probably not going to happen.
We don't believe in it, and so no buyer's premium, okay? No sales tax. And I guess that's about all I got to say. When you go through the house, basement, attic, upstairs, you'll see number tags on pieces of furniture.
$10 to go on that lot. Well, 10 don't need nothing. 10 don't need nothing. This could be 10 don't need nothing. This could be 10, 5, 5 don't need no 5. 5 don't need no 5. There, put them in a 5 don't need no 5. 2, 2 don't need no 2. 2 don't need nothing. This could be 2 don't need no 2. And the money $1. Well, 1 don't need no 1. 1 bit don't need no 1. There 1 bit 1 don't need no 1. There what? For that, it's a weed whacker. Absolutely, batteries there. Anybody $1? I guess you don't want to whack. So, you got 27 is the my number.
Alright. So I got outbid on the t-shirts. I think I bid $77 on them for a box. Did not get them. It's tough whenever you bid 77 bucks on t-shirts and you can't buy them. But It's just an auction. Somebody knocked that over.
Five, 30, bid enough 5, 35 and 40 and 5, 45 and 50 and 5 and 60 and 5, and 70 and 5 and 80 and 5, 80 bid enough 5, 80 bid enough 5, 80 bid enough 5, 82 and a half, 80 bid enough 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 80 bid enough 2 and a half, 80 bid enough 2 and a half, 2 and a half, 80 bid enough 2 and a half. You got $80 here, 21 at $80, 21 at $80.
All right, so I'm still at the auction. Prices are kind of going crazy. I bought like maybe 3 boxes of stuff. It's really nothing too spectacular right here. They said this was something. I don't know. It looks like a brick to me, but if somebody knows what this is, let me know. I think I paid like 50 cents for this box. Bunch of random stuff.
Do with the other stuff in that box. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots here, okay? 5 lots right here. Here we go. I don't know if somebody bought a tote and need a lid. Right there it is. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots. Here we go. Well, now take number 21 at $5 a lot. 21 at $5 a lot. We're gonna call it a book lot, Jackie. A book lot. He's taking 1. Well, here we go. We got these other 4 lots left. Anybody give me $2 a lot? 2 a lot on bid now 2. 2 on bid now 2. Anybody give me $1 a lot? 1 on bid now 2. 1 on bid now 2. 2 1 to the bid now 2. 1 a lot on bid now 2. 2 1 on bid now 2. Your way $1 a lot. 34. He's taking the tote lot, Jackie. The tote lot at $1.
I got pickers' rights in the basement, first floor, $10. Got a bunch of other stuff. Gonna have to rally up my other belongings. I got like a quilt. Here's all sorts of stuff. Bunch of smalls in this one. Paid $1 for all that. That's some great stuff. Whatever's in here, some 8 tracks. Go ahead and grab this. I bought the contents in the basement. It'd be nice if like these had lids on them.
It goes pretty deep too. Yeah, you gotta at least get to the wall. Check every square inch.
Can always use some oil.
Scrap is up though.
I know.
Yeah, look like that if you
Yeah, $1 a piece.
really.
Yeah, because I got ripped off there.
Huh?
I got ripped off there
Well,
for buying all this.
pay $10, man. Get out of it too. No one is
No, that guy who bought the attic, I thought was going to buy this.
here. He doesn't want to keep pushing me too hard. Believe me.
Yeah.
He's gonna wind up. You only have 1 truck, and you gotta keep bidding on everything. That's being greedy. He's gonna be here till after dark. And he put all his stuff in the back, and now he has to hump it over the fence. He doesn't. He's unable to think too far ahead.
Alright, so out of the attic, that's Larry's stuff. Or not out of the attic, out of the basement. Managed to grab some things. Some burlap bags. There's actually a vintage Yukon t-shirt here. Got some oil, which at $1 a piece. Seem to be sealed. It's $3 there. Some scrap also. Some hammers, a nice hatchet. Had a sticker label right there at one point. There wasn't that many smalls in the garage, so maybe I'll fill up 1 more box, but not that many smalls. Also got a box of scrap. My total bill today, oh yeah, that's that quilt. My total bill today was $26.
I'm not kidding. People are stupid.
All right. So we made it back. Wow, stuff's already falling down. I didn't grab too much out of the garage. It was kind of a little bit of an unfortunate situation, and the reason why I say that is the homeowners, the people who actually sold the real estate, they wanted to pretty much leave. Like, they were ready. Like, the day was pretty much over, and although I bought the contents in the garage and essentially I have all the time in the world, their whole thing was they wanted to kind of end around the auction, and then tomorrow it was open from 9 to 1 o'clock. They were going to be there, so if you want to come back and pick up anything, you can grab it. But it was too far of a drive to go back to really make it worthwhile to be picking up scrap metal. So I did grab a couple items out of the garage, but I filled up a couple things. I took anything that I really thought of that was of value. I mean, there's some aluminum there and whatnot. But I got a box here of, you know, miscellaneous tools. I actually picked up this, which I believe is paint. The reason why I grabbed this antique white is because whenever I come across, let's say, one of those farm benches or any kind of sort of wood furniture that would really look great in like that antique white look that's really hot around here, I end up using old paint that I have laying around, especially white paint, and I end up painting it. It's kind of running a little bit low. It's not like something I'd go out and buy, but if I can ever get it, essentially not for free, but that I can throw it into a box slot if I buy rights or pickers rights or whatever, it saves me down the line because it can turn something that's maybe worth $5 into something that's worth $20. So that's always a bonus. Bunch of smalls. I mean, there's nothing really too spectacular. Got some silver plate down there, a little tin. It looks like some 8-track stereo 8, I don't know, 8-track, yeah, that's right, 8-track radios down there. One thing I did grab, I think it was in this box, is check out all this older pink stripe. This is Corning, but it's like Pyrex, so it's very similar to Pyrex. Off the top of my head, I really don't know the history between how Corning went into Pyrex, but this is Corning ware, but it's not like Corning ware that you get nowadays, like the blue flower stuff. This is more of the glass type. And only paid $1 for all this. Really cool, nice pink stripe. This isn't the same, I don't believe, as restaurant wear. It might be, but I've never come across a thicker pink stripe set. I sometimes find the plates, but the cups themselves, not so often, especially with this thick stripe that's on there. I did pick up one quilt. This is for my mom. She's going to repurpose this. Larry was also telling me that with the quilt people out there, they don't like this. And what you see here is like wrinkling. It's like apparently whenever you wash it, or I guess you wash it, this shrinkage happens with the fabric. People who collect quilts and people who are really serious about quilts don't want that. It diminishes the value, which I never knew about. But then again, I think about if you have this hanging up on a wall, it does look like it's wrinkled. It looks like a wrinkled quilt. Whereas if you didn't have that, it would be pure. It would look very mint. It wouldn't look used. So that makes 100% sense. Got some wire, typical scrap. What did I have? Oh, I got some of, oh yeah, we showed that. This is kind of cool. Gifts and Collectibles, 1989. It's funny because if only we can go back in time and buy some of this stuff, how valuable this would be. And not too long ago, 80s toys were really like a running joke. You know, oh, those toys are from the 80s. They're not worth much. In terms of the t-shirts, I did bid on a box of t-shirts like up to $72 or $75, which if you're not really into shirts or clothing, you probably wouldn't appreciate what was in the box. And you might not be knowledgeable in that field. And the sad thing is, like, for someone like myself, I know when something might be good, but I don't know the value on it. There's a lot of categories out there, let's say comics, coins, stamps. What else could I possibly name? Those are just a few. Those are just a few in comparison, but to know the difference between, let's say, a t-shirt, whatever it might be, that is worth $50, $20, $100, $400, or $4,000, I can't tell you really off the bat. I can probably tell you the difference between like a $200 t-shirt and $20 t-shirt and maybe like a $50 t-shirt, but once you start going over the hundreds, I really don't know. There was one all over print Batman t-shirt in there, which I thought was really, really cool, and I was like, low end, I can definitely get $100 for it. And then there's a bunch of like Philadelphia Eagles, what would you call them? Looney Tunes, I guess you call them Looney Tunes. There's like Taz and Bugs Bunny, all Philadelphia Eagles. I think there's a Phillies one. There's maybe like 6 or 7 of those shirts. But the big kicker was definitely that Batman shirt. like I said, I really can't tell you the difference between something that might be worth a couple hundred or a couple thousand. I know what's really crazy with the t-shirt world, especially on Instagram and Instagram Live. A lot of people do these auctions, and people who do the thrifting who have a very, very large following. I've seen t-shirts sell for thousands of dollars. Very similar to this. It wasn't too long ago. A t-shirt sold on Instagram Live, a vintage all over print, sold for $8,000. I think it was Aladdin. Like, I think that's what the, like, I don't know what Aladdin is. It's that cartoon, whatever it might be. So, very cool, very interesting. I wish I would have been able to grab it, but it's tough to spend $75, $80, or $100 on a box of t-shirts when you really can't tell the difference between something that might be worth a couple hundred and something that might be just worth $100 or $50. So, overall, still a very, very fun day. I grabbed a bunch of stuff. I'm going to have to unload a lot of this. There's some smalls down there. But we'll see what happens with that. I actually got called on the way back about my neighbor purchasing an estate, and they had an auction, and apparently the auction was online and not a lot of people bid on it, so there's a lot of stuff that was left over that didn't sell, and things that weren't listed because it was listed by an auction company that does not actually do auctions. It's like an estate sale company. Like, it's a realty company, but they also have an auction for whenever they sell realty. It's weird. It's not like an auction company. So he said there's a lot of stuff. I have to check over that tomorrow because, well, it's dark out. It's the end of the day. It's been a very long day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe down below for more treasure hunts, and I'll catch you guys next time for our next adventure. Until next time, have a great day. Keep living the dream. Peace.